Hello guys, what is up? In this video I'm gonna be talking about the developer's blog posted here on Reddit about Flyff Universe. So first let's cover classes. So I'm not gonna be going through the specifics, I'm just gonna skim through, so this won't be a very long video. So first, there are some changes in classes here. Some changes in scaling, some are decreased, some are increased. Let's see which changes are interesting. Okay, here. For assists, support buff effects now scale with intelligence. Okay, so support buff effects now scale with intelligence, not duration, but effects. So let's take, for example, haste. Haste, which has now a base attack speed bonus of 15%. Perhaps this would mean that if the support's intelligence stat reaches the maximum limit to which it provides buff effects, maybe the haste attack speed bonus will be increased from 15% to 20%. Maybe that's what it means. So heap up, we all know that this provides a stamina of 40, but now it has been reduced to 20. So for mercenary, so protection and pan barrier, we all know that I believe protection is the one that increases defense, and then pan barrier is range defense. So they are now merged into one skill. And also mercenary has a new skill, shield bash, which utilizes the shield. So for acrobat, arrow rain, DOT tick is now 0.8 seconds. I believe the original is 1 second. So now it's 0.8 seconds, which means it shows damage and deals damage more frequently compared before. And then we all know for acrobat users there, junk arrow, this is the level 15 skill. The bow skill we get, first bow skill we get when we change into an acrobat. So they reduce the base damage because I think it was pretty OP. We just used this skill from level 15 up to level 60. Snatch skill now shows a message when it is not possible to steal Penya. Okay. The skill works in PvE, but with the rate limit to avoid exploits. I wonder if this is a viable method to farm Penya in the game then. We will see. Okay, so some changes with blade. I'm not gonna go through all of that. A cross strike causes the enemy to fly back. Okay. Now for knight, we have a new skill, new self buff for knights. Increases auto attack damage by 15% of your maximum FP. So what this means is, I believe it would be viable if there is a strength type knight that focuses on auto attacks with options in its gear with maximum FP. You know, the green stat, UP green stat, no, it's the one below, I believe it's below HP, FP. So it's like for BP you're stacking MP, for auto attacking knights maybe you're gonna stack FP, so you can benefit from this Heart of Fury self buff. The new attacking skill as well. Oh, so this is very synergistic, okay? Because each auto attack will consume 2% of your max FP, so your FP will be reducing while auto attacking, and then you using Grand Rage, which will recover the user's FP by 25%. Nice. Synergistic skills. I mean, this is interesting. Okay, so for Jester, reduced damage over time, tick time. So as mentioned before, a reduced DOT tick time means more frequent application, or no, damage dealing of the poison and bleeding. So damage appears more frequently because it's now 1.5 compared to the original 2 seconds. For Ringmaster, the same. The tick for the Merkaba is now 1.5. Before it's originally 2 seconds. All the changes in buff here. So for Psykeeper, Satanology probability is 100% at level 10. We know this skill. This is the one that roots the player or the enemy. It's very annoying when a Psykeeper tries to grief you by rooting you in place. You can't run. You can only fly. That's your choice if the enemy allows you to. Okay, Psychic Wall now spawns 1 meter in front of your character. Okay, this is a good change, I guess. Maybe Psychic Wall will be more viable in PvP, I guess. So in general, mastery skills last 1 hour. New parameters for bonus or debuff. I think, yeah. So there will be skill damage stats. Oh wait, these are new stats, guys. Skill damage, HP restoration. So that's now a stat, or more like an option in gear. Critical resist, decreased probability for the enemy to do a critical hit, and healing. Okay, so now that there will be more various builds coming in this game. So it's like a totally new game. It feels new. Poison and bleeding does not only inflict damage, they also reduce attacks with an HP restoration. Nice. So they will some HP stealing and damage over time had fixed values, becoming used as the level increased. So they are now reworking on those. Okay, so that's it for classes. Next, let's talk about flying. So Flyff, which flying is supposed to be the selling factor in the past. The flying system received huge improvements, now possible to duel, PK, fight in the arena, and cheer between flying players. So as you can see in this video, guys, I think they overhauled the overall flying battle while flying system. So it looks pretty decent now compared before, right? If you've tried battling in the air before, it's just very clunky, it's very slow, it's not fun at all. So yeah, that's the bow animation. This one is still the bow using junk arrow skill, trying to hitting the monster. Then blades can have their own attack with dual weapons. Assist have their own unique attack pattern with knuckles, and most skills can now be used while flying. And then that's it for flying. Then to continue that, so in here, monsters, there's an important part here. Okay, here, flying monsters. Okay, only flying monsters can drop plug earrings. Now this is a very good change, since this really incentivizes players to go hunting or to participate in flying battles, you know, killing flying monsters. So killing flying monsters won't just be a useless gimmick. So now there's a purpose if you want to hunt for plug earrings, or you want to also hunt for demol earrings because of the higher chance. And then for the giants, this is a good change. Giants are guaranteed to drop at least one common or uncommon weapon or piece of armor. Not unlike before, where we invest a couple of minutes, close to an hour, just to kill one giant, and then what it drops is just star candy. That's very annoying. So yep. And then all these other changes here, I won't read them all. So wait, what did I miss? So this is the monsters. So vendor. So they added a new feature, guys. So before setting up shop is by letting your character sit in town, and your character is the vendor that is setting up shop. Now they have added a feature where each player has their own vendor NPC. So you can set it up in town while your main character leaves and does something else. So you still have a shop in town. Okay, so duration of the vendor shop is currently 4 hours without subscription and 3 days with premium subscription. Yep, that's it. That's a new feature, guys. And then for PvP, so the free PK arena outside St. Morning is now bigger and It has been flattened, small slopes are removed. This is interesting here, dual betting. You can now wager Pena on 1 versus 1 duels and party duels. Okay, that's nice. So here, if you feel confident about your PvP skills, you got your battle skills, bet some Pena, bet your 1 billion, you know, try to win. This is a very good feature, really incentivizes gearing your character, of course. And then PK bounty. So for short, let's say a player PKs you and you want to exact revenge, but you cannot because your character is weak. So you can decide to put up a bounty. So you pay somebody to kill that player who killed you. Okay, so if you are the player, so if you take the bounty up and then you complete the quest, which is killing the PKer, then you get rewarded with a bounty prize. So if you double click on a bounty, you will have the possibility to pay in order to see the position of the target. So in here it displays the position of Johnny Sins. Okay. So now Johnny Sins is also a PKer, okay? So okay, amazing. Johnny Sins is everywhere. So lastly, I think this is the last part, arena ranking. So there's a ranking system for the arena in Saint Morning. Different sorting options by kills, by deaths, by ratio of kills to deaths, and by difference kill death. Ranking will reset every week with rewards for top rank players. Okay, this is really good since there's rewards, no? So there's an incentive in participating in these kinds of events. So these are the rewards, some cloaks. This is the stats. So that's some decent stats here. So that's it, guys. Okay, so if you want to read more about the specifics, obviously I didn't cover everything specifically, but basically that's it. The changes posted in the developers blog. I really hope that this game will be good, not super pay to win, and interesting to see the new stats, how it will affect the different builds of the characters, different classes, you know. So that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.